Stop following for this. Decoy Voice. Let's check it out.
Low effort content. This isn't so much the rise of AI, but the fall of mediocrity. Let's just take the trend of street interviews about dating.
What made you tell him, yes, I'll go out with you?
Google's VO3 video generation is getting eerily close to reality.
If you were any animal right now, what would you be and why not? Quick.
A sloth, but like a party sloth.
Define true love for me tonight.
Finding an onion ring in your french fries.
Wait, what?
Unexpected, beautiful, deep.
What is the biggest dating platform at Berkeley?
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even know about this. I only care about anime.
Definitely ditto AI.
What's one move with AI that makes haters go crazy every time?
Oh, y'all gotta give them that. This is wild. It's over. We are cooked on that thread. You get me?
Now obviously we can still tell that it's fake, but I imagine in 2 years it'll be impossible to
Yeah, that's dude. That
tell.
hugely.
Just look at the last 2 years of text-to-video improvement.
Dude, I remember that in 2023, the fucking Will Smith eating spaghetti.
Especially when the videos
Oh
it
my
imitates
God,
never
dude.
innovate. And not to pick on anybody in particular, but as an example, one of the most successful channels that makes this content seems to recreate the same video over and over and over. And street interviews is just one niche that AI can easily replicate,
Yeah.
as it can take on basically any content that can be perceived as low effort.
Yeah, that's the thing with AI is very good at replacing low-level menial tasks. That's what it's good at, basically. If you need like an actual creative mind behind it, it can't do it yet. It can't. Not right now, but maybe one day it can.
Such as video game streams.
Woo! Victory Royale with a pickaxe!
Okay, so this is how you start. You find a tree and you just like, you know, punch it down.
As people are thinking this technology will
Wait.
replace the faceless slop already.
Hold up. No fucking way. Hold on. All right, text to video. Generate video with text. Okay. An anime VTuber with fluffy blue hair, streaming Minecraft and with killing a pig with a pickaxe and shouting, "Yeah, get owned, GG easy, easy baby, easiest frag of my life, GG noob." And then after, teehee. And after she looks at the camera and says, "Yo, what do you think, chat?" Then emotes spam on the video. Okay, there's no fucking way it can do this, right? Just with that. We'll see where it goes.
Plaguing the YouTube platform, as I remember stumbling upon these 7-hour-long videos recapping cartoons to discover these new channels doing the same exact thing, where it's basically an endless loop of AIs generating the same slop. And now I even question the original creator of that format, as maybe he was originally a real person, but just lent his voice to AI and had ChatGPT generate the scripts. As we know, AI in its current iteration can't formulate new ideas, but it's great at rehashing existing information at speeds quicker than any human could.
Yeah, well, I mean, you still have to write what it does, right? Like, you still have to frame. So like, you know what? Maybe he's right though. It's possible that there is like some type of AI content that is like so fucking like bare minimum, like low level, that you don't even have to have a script. Like, you literally say like, just make like a freaking video of like people playing Fortnite, like a stream playing Fortnite, and you just put that up. That's possible, actually. I think. So you can use it for creative purposes, but I guess you could. You could just like roll RNG and then put it up. That is possible.
Possibly be, which is why I'm personally afraid of these AI news personalities.
In shocking news, J.K. Rowling's yacht sank with her on board after being attacked by orcas off the coast of Turkey.
As I oftentimes joke around about a 24/7 Decoy Voice live stream of a deepfake puppet version of me live streaming at all hours of the day, responding to whatever trends in the news with my voice and my face. But the terrifying thing about today is someone else could probably do it before me, as I previously talked about the recreate an image trend, where ChatGPT just made crappy versions of me until it randomly identified that I was Decoy Voice.
No fucking way. No fucking way. Bros.
Yeah.
Get on GG easy. Easy, baby. Easiest frag of my life. GG noodoob.
Yo, what do you think, chat?
I don't the what do you think chat didn't come from the character. It was like that was her manager. It was her manager saying, "What do you think, chat?"
Easy, baby. Easiest frag of my life. GG noob. Yo.
What do you think, chat?
What if we make it not anime? All right, we'll keep going with the video. And we'll let it cook.
And it's not just YouTube content creators that should be afraid, but even creative fields like video games, stand-up comedians.
And all they had was one dog. It was a Shih Tzu.
Television sitcoms.
It's about nothing. Who would watch a video about nothing?
And even Hollywood blockbuster movies are slowly seeing realistic AI clones.
Let's see it. Whoa, what? This is AI?
Bodies.
Now, obviously, in its infancy, it's going to generate small errors.
Yeah.
Like
It is,
popping
obviously.
off shots without your finger on the trigger.
Yep.
But I see it as no different from bringing a Starbucks cup to Middle-earth.
Yep,
or more
true.
recently, the Man of Steel getting hurt by a cup. And even though AI can't really conceptualize new ideas, it's really no different from how Hollywood is currently. That's why I say it's not so much the rise of AI, but how mediocrity finally dies.
That's true.
As anybody
you know
actually-
what? That's a good fucking point. Because this is the exact thing that kills mediocrity right here. Because like, if everybody can do the mediocre thing, then the mediocre thing becomes useless.
Innovating in their field doesn't have to worry about AI quite yet. It's just the people that solely follow trends that will be replaced by AI that also follows trends just 20 times faster. As those fake strain interviews is just low effort content copying low effort content. But watch this parody ad about medicine.
Every day felt heavy. I felt trapped.
Then I tried Puppermin.
Our prescription helps your body secrete a special pheromone.
I took the pill before bed, and when I woke up, there he was, the love of my life.
My puppy listens twice as good as my ex.
Dude, the memes are gonna be so good though. The memes are gonna be so good. Oh my god.
Yeah. Get on GG easy. Easy, baby. Easiest frag of my life. GG noob. Yo.
What do you think, chat?
Oh, it still did it. It still said, "What do you think, chat?" It still said, "What do you think?" The manager. You can't get rid of the manager. You can't do it.
My puppy listens twice as good as my ex-husband and only climbs into the lap of half as many of my friends.
As the creator stated, he used to make pharma ads with $500,000 budgets, but made this with 1% of the money, stating he made this alone in one day when it would normally take 50 people in 2 months.
Yep.
And even elaborated on how if he spent just a week with $2,000, he could have made the quality 90% of what you see on TV.
Yep.
As I'm editing this video, I just realized it's actually 0.1%, but again, I never claimed to be a math Asian. So even at 90% of what you'd get for $500,000,
Me too,
it's
man.
insane
Me
to me
too.
that anybody can get pharmacy-grade video production for what is essentially the same price as a cell phone unlimited plan. It just reminds me of the crude beginnings of Newgrounds and all the janky
I fucking love Newgrounds.
flash animations
Newgrounds was
that
good times, man.
were innovative but amateur. And now all the major studios animate almost exclusively in Flash. As I'm sure there were plenty of pen and pad animators that
Yeah,
were
I remember. People used to think Flash was garbage.
scoffing at the idea of all those kids
Yeah.
playing with Flash on their computers, completely oblivious that as those kids grew up, they would replace every last physical animator. As I think Google's VO is this generation's Adobe Flash, where even if you're a top innovator in your field, you are in some way going to need to incorporate AI. As look at Mr. Beast. AI slop can't replace the person, but he still heavily utilizes it in his content. Which brings me to the final point. Sure, we jokingly refer to these AI innovations as replacing YouTubers, but what happens when it replaces the medical field or entire militaries? As today, the defense secretary just got Trump to give nukes to AI.
That Secretary Hexet was speaking to, which is the need for incredible amounts of power at defense installations and also in AI-focused installations. What this executive order will do is speed up the approval and adoption process for specialized nuclear reactors at these sorts of sites.
It was once funny to see AI bots fail at even playing soccer, but now China has them training to fight. and now even medical professionals are being replaced by AI.
I developed this skill over 20 years. I just, boom, look at an x-ray and say, oh, here we go. We have right middle lobe pneumonia. But here comes AI, and of course, they pick it up in a second.
So the more we phase out manned fighter aircraft for automated drone swarms and train medical professionals for AI diagnosis, not because of laziness or skill, but because AI simply scales better.
To be fair though, like if you had like AI with a person like working together on like a nuclear thing, it's probably going to be safer, honestly. As long as it's like self-contained and can't be like hacked from the outside. But like that's like a normal issue. That's not like an AI issue. Like it being hacked from the inside can like happen. That's an issue of hacking and security, not an issue of AI.
More we will need to protect our new robot overlords. So maintaining
I know I have it right now, Julio.
security and nuclear energy.
I know. I'm very aware of the cost.
These processing facilities will probably be a top priority for every country. And I don't know how we went from AI taking YouTuber jobs to Trump giving AI its own nuclear reactors, but I guess that just proves that this channel is still powered by a human, as proven by my ADHD. So I will never use AI to generate a video, just maybe a bit of old-fashioned outsourcing. But if you appreciate my concise, light-hearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, subscribe to Decoy Voice.
Man, that's actually so crazy. I'll link you guys the video. I like Decoy Voice a lot. I will link it to you. And there's a follow-up video we'll take a look at, and then maybe we'll mess around a little bit with some more stuff.
The FBI has confirmed that several gallons of Elon Musk's sperm have been destroyed in the bombing of an IVF clinic in Palm Springs, California. This comes as yet another devastating blow to the billionaire who recently failed to convince the world that he was really good at video games.
Okay, so what is really going on with the world's richest guy? And why were there so many gallons of his sperm at this IVF clinic? Channeling Painter is here with the details. Channeling.
Good morning. So the White House and Elon Musk have confirmed that Elon is physically unable to reproduce like a normal human being. So rather than feel the soft, delicate touch of a woman, he instead stockpiles large quantities of his sperm at IVF clinics.
Why the need to store so many large jugs of his sperm, though? Wouldn't a small vial be enough to get the job done?
Well, because his sperm is already weak and riddled with ketamine, the clinics require a significant quantity just to fertilize a single egg.
Here's the thing. We've been expecting him to kill himself any day now. Is he going to do it soon, or will he make us wait until he fills up those jugs again? Because with his defective penis, that could take a very long time.
Steve, that's an excellent question. Elon has been talking about killing himself on Fox News for some time now. With the loss of so many years of hard work in the explosion, he's become even more despondent.
What an evil thing to do. What a creep. What a jerk.
But Elon has also made it clear that he will not take his own life until he gets to say his in-person goodbyes to those closest to him. While it's a very short list of people that obviously doesn't include any of his children, it does include his closest friend, who was recently hospitalized again for another bowel obstruction.
Elon and Cat Turd 2 are incredibly good friends. They might even be each other's only friends. Maybe only friends would have been a better name for Twitter, you know, because Elon has no friends in real life, and it's incredibly sad. It's no wonder why he's constantly thinking about killing himself. Of course, we all want to see it happen, but sadly, I don't think he'll be killing himself this week.
On the upside, Elon is so unhinged now that he may kill himself anywhere without warning. It could happen right here on Fox and Friends or even on Sean Hannity's show.
Oh my God.
For all we know, it might even be happening right now downstairs in the Fox News lobby. Let that sink in.
Subscribe to...
That's actually so crazy though, like the AI. Man.
Yeah. Get owned, GG Easy. Easy, baby. Easiest frag of my life, GG Noodoob. Yo!
What do you think, chat?
Wait, did it just gen the music? Guys, it gen like the, oh my God, it gen like that music. You know that like clips music that always gets used? Oh my God, listen to it. It gen the music. The music.
Yeah. Get owned, GG Easy. Easy, baby. Easiest frag of my life, GG Noodoob.
This is fucking insane.
So first what you want to do is find a chicken jockey, and then you're going to want to get the high ground on him, and that's when you're going to pull out your pickaxe first.